What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new studio. We've been working really hard to get this recording space really dialed in, and I hope that you guys can appreciate all the hard work that's put in. Today we're going to be talking about a Crossway Heirloom Bible, the Heirloom Thinline Blue Goatskin. Let's get into it right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. I've got mixed feelings about the quality from the new Chinese editions. This is one of the first ones that is called an heirloom. Previously, other than the new Chinese Omega, they have been labeled as premium, and the heirlooms were still kind of relegated to the Youngblood, the much better built editions. Well, this is now the new ESV Heirloom Thinline, and it's the Chinese edition. So it comes in this heavy-duty box. We'll put it to the side. And this Bible, it looks black. It really does. It has, if it is blue, it is the darkest blue I've ever seen. Seriously. Now it does have the blue under gold art gilt, and it's done really well actually. It's not spotty, it's not overdone. The gilding looks really nice. This one comes with two ribbons. It has a sewn perimeter. The spine has the raised ribs. It does look pretty nice. The ribs are actually the correct length, or pretty close to the correct length. You might could say they're a little bit short, but not terrible. Now, this is a $200 Bible. It's really iffy to say that it's of the same caliber or value dollar for dollar as the previous editions, which were retailed higher. They retailed for about $225 or whatever, but they're still nice. They're just not at the same level. That's what I get so frustrated with. When we open this Bible up, you can kind of see it's a really dark navy, like a really dark navy, unless my eyes are playing tricks on me. I know this is probably out in the sunlight. It would look more blue, like a really dark blue, but this just doesn't. The liner it has a cheaper feel. It doesn't have that premium feel. It does have an interior gilt line, and it looks like really dark navy end sheets, but that's still kind of hard to make out, honestly. Now you can tell the head and tail bands are a really dark navy rather than a black, and they are distinctly different hue or color. They are a dark blue, where the goatskin might be like the darkest blue I've ever seen. Anyway, it's still a pretty nice Bible, but $200? I mean, you're pushing. I mean, I know that you can probably get them on sale for much less, but we're really pushing, Allen and Schuyler territory with this kind of price, and this is most definitely not in that same caliber of value. I really feel like it is somewhat of an in-between with the top grain editions. The top grain editions are constructed very much the same way, with very similar of a liner, and really not that premium liner like you would find in the previous heirloom editions. So enough about the cover. Let's look at the block. You start with a few pages of cardstock, blank cardstock, glossy cardstock be it. You have a presentation page and your legacy pages. And you have a title page and second title page, and we can come to then we come to the publication page. And this is a 2019 printing from R.R. Donnelley, and it is the Heirloom Thinline Edition 2016 text. All right, you have your contents, you have your preface, and Then we can get into the features, and let's just jump into the text layout. Now this text layout is the same text layout that we're so familiar with. It is the 8-point font, double column paragraph format, and it has meager margins, but it's meant to be a portable thin-line Bible. Now this Bible is much thicker than the previous Heirloom Thinline. This is about 1 inch thick. The previous edition was about 3/4 of an inch thick, much more compact. As we go through this Bible, you can see that the paper is kind of mediocre. It's not heirloom quality. It's not Youngblood paper. And I know we keep going back to comparing to Youngblood, but at this price point, you kind of have to compare with similar priced items. So comparing this to the Youngblood printed editions, the paper is not as good. Now the printing's not too bad. I see it's very consistent and dark, really nice. As we get to the New Testament, it's a black letter text, of course, and I really wish they would do a red letter, or at least have that available for those of us who love red letter, or even a blue letter. That would be really cool. Now in the back of this edition, you do have a weights and measures, abbreviations, and a concordance. And the concordance is just a smaller concordance. It's only, I don't know, 20 or 30 pages long, it looks like, maybe 40 pages long. And then we come to the bane of my existence, the maps on glossy cardstock, which I abhor. I find them so useless. Once they get wrinkled a little bit, they just look terrible. Now these look fine because they are brand new, but yeah, I really want somebody to do maps on either cardstock or heavy duty Bible paper. And then in the back of the edition, you can see this dark navy end sheet and the liner, which has goatskin leather imprinted on the back. So now the back of the cover, you can see it's still this same goatskin. You can tell a difference in the goatskin. I don't want to say it's cheaper, but it's definitely different. It has a different texture from the Chinese bound editions compared to the Youngblood printed and bound editions. All right, folks, so that's about it for this review. I know it's a really quick run through. I'll try to do a few comparisons, especially with the previous Heirloom Thinline, just to show you some of the differences if you really want to try to search out and maybe spend the extra money to get an Heirloom Thinline from Youngblood rather than one of these Chinese editions. Again, this is not a bad Bible. Not a bad Bible. It's just not the same as what we've been used to. I know I said that with the Omega review, and I'm probably going to continue to say it. Sound like a broken record, but that is the truth. And again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And as always, God bless.